Stop thinking about your goals. Go to sleep. Never think about your goals today. Always think about your goals tomorrow. Doesn't sleep feel good? This is the desire mediocrity has for our lives. And I learned about that as I was reading How to Reach Your Goals While Filtering Out Distractions by Michelle and Devon Blackwood. This book has helped me properly identify what mediocrity is, and it's helped me recognize various aspects of mediocrity in my life. My name is Franklin, and this is my 3 takeaways plus my next step after reading How to Reach Your Goals While Filtering Out Distractions. Michelle and Devon Blackwood have a multiple 6-figure business called Healthier Steps. This video is sponsored by Healthier Steps. Even before Healthier Steps was even thought of, I knew the Blackwoods. Around 18 years ago, they started inviting me to their house, and I was at their house probably at least 100 times. I love the food and the fellowship. Michelle Blackwood had a reputation of creating this amazing food, and I was thankful that we were able to do things like go to our local library and do these plant-based cooking classes. We also even did a podcast episode together and other things. I have seen from afar over many years, Healthier Steps go from an idea to a very viable business. This is why I was really excited to read this book. I know the character of the Blackwoods. I know that they have accomplished big goals in their lives. And I know about their willingness to share and help and bless other people. So I thought there would be some very practical steps in this book to help me reach my goals, and I was not disappointed. My first takeaway has redefined the word mediocrity in my mind. Mediocrity is not promptly fulfilling goals that align with my God-given purpose. There's a lot of layers to that statement. First of all, my God-given purpose is related to my goals. And my goals are impacted by whether or not I fulfill them promptly. So that statement has revealed to me an excuse that I have sometimes held on to. And it is this: I will do a goal in a month, or I will do a goal in a year. That's not to say that I'm against monthly goals or yearly goals. I like monthly and yearly goals. But the problem is that sometimes I have not put an emphasis in fulfilling those goals promptly. It allows me to procrastinate in fulfilling a goal, and then I might try to do something at the end of the month, maybe, or I might try to do something at the end of the year, maybe, or I might not do it at all. But when I have to promptly fulfill the goal, then it puts me face to face with the goal, and I have no choice but to fulfill it. I like what this book says about excuses. It says an excuse is simply an explanation that validates the failure to fulfill a responsibility. Because I want to reach my goals, I cannot give myself excuses. Now, why do goals have to be promptly fulfilled? It was brought out in this book that goals have a season. There's an actual time that goals need to be fulfilled. And what I've learned is, as I think about things in my life, I've learned that when I prioritize goals, they get done. When I don't prioritize them, they are less likely to be done. I remember over a decade ago, Devon Blackwood, the Blackwood's daughter, was in a local orchestra, and they were doing a Christmas concert. And the Blackwoods asked me to make a video about it. I recorded it, and Michelle Blackwood asked me to promptly edit it and finish it. And I am so glad I did that. I just want to show you this right here. This is what I use. I use a mini DV tape. You might not even know what a mini DV tape is, but this is a mini DV tape. I can tell you right now, I had more ability to process a mini DV tape 10 years ago than right now. I would have to get some extra equipment to be able to transfer that mini DV tape now into my computer. And I have a lot of other mini DVs that need to probably be edited as well that I haven't done. And it's harder to do that right now than 5 or 10 or 15 years ago. I have another illustration from my life about promptly fulfilling goals. I like to say a morning run gets done. In less than 7 months, I have been able to track myself running over 100 runs. And I have done that especially because I prioritize my time to fulfill that goal. I do it in the morning when I have less distractions and it's easier to just get out and run. I gave myself no excuses, so I ran even when it was cold. I didn't necessarily think that I was going to get up to 100 runs, but I focused on having a daily routine of running 4 times in the week. My second takeaway is mediocrity is not in failing, but in refusing to try again when you fail. One of my issues has been when I have encountered a challenge, sometimes that stopped me from properly fulfilling goals that align with my God-given purpose. I'm thankful that failure is not mediocrity. And that lets me know that also successful people fail. The difference is they do not let challenges, they do not let failure stop them from accomplishing goals. And I want to be that type of person. My third takeaway is that daily reviews are essential for my progress. And I was thinking about this. If I can't even put in the effort day by day to think about my goals, how can they be accomplished? And so I think it's very important for me to not only have monthly goals or yearly goals, but it's important for me to have a daily review of my goals, because that's going to give me the accountability that I need to have those longer term goals as well. I want to share with you my next step after reading How to Reach Your Goals. It is this, my new goal notebook. I'm striving to write in it 5 to 6 times a week for 4 consecutive weeks. And I believe this is a tool to help me be more accountable with my goals so I can promptly fulfill them and ultimately fulfill my God-given purpose. I want to encourage you to get this book. And there are 2 ways to read this book. You can read this book for information, or you can read it for transformation. And if you read it for transformation, then you look for 3 takeaways. You look for your next step right after you read this book, and you implement that change in your life. And I would encourage you to share your 3 takeaways and your next step with others. I will put a link in the description of this video so that you can know how you can get your copy of How to Reach Your Goals while filtering out distractions.